Hey everybody, Dan here with Fin Feather Fur Outfitters. Today we're looking at the Springfield Armory Ronin chambered in 10mm. Incredibly smooth 10mm shooting with this handgun. So let's talk about it. Shot. The Springfield Armory Ronin is an incredible handgun. It's available in 10mm like this, 9mm, and 45 ACP. It's also part of their budget series of 1911s. MSRP is $917, and you can pick it up for much less than that. Check out the fin. I can't believe what they have this listed as, but it's a great handgun. Love 1911s, huge fan here, and it ships with one 8-round magazine of 10mm, and typically 10mm are a little bit more pricey. The tolerances have to be very strong to handle the 10mm, especially some of those heavier loads, and for all intents and purposes, this one will certainly get it done. It's a two-tone with a blued slide with a heavy gloss there and a stainless steel frame. Beautiful looking handgun. Love the way it fires. This is a government size with a 5-inch barrel. We'll look at the laminate grips with the cross cannon insignia there. Represents Springfield Armory. And the sight picture is pretty cool. 2-dot rear sights. They call that a tactical rear sight because you could charge it off a table, off a boot, off a belt, and a fiber optic front sight. So you just align that up in equal height and equal light, and you're pretty good to go. The accuracy is extremely incredible. It also is a little more historical, if you will, a little more traditional. It has a GI style guide rod instead of a full length guide rod. We'll take a look at that. Okay, how do we know that? Because we don't see the guide rod. It's a GI style guide rod. It goes about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter. But the modern features are great. When you look at the flat mainspring housing, checkered at 20 line per inch. No texturing on the front strap. But the trigger, I like the way that's cut. It looks very cool. It is skeletonized. Has the extended beaver tail skeletonized hammer and a thumb safety right there that is not ambidextrous. But the trigger itself is measuring right around 4 pounds. Right there with the reset, which I love. 1911s is so short. Now Springfield makes their 1911s very durable. Forged steel frame, slide, and barrel, and all of their 1911 barrels are match grade. So it just aids to the accuracy, and I really do dig and appreciate that, and I shoot them all fairly well. Considering 10mm, you don't see many 1911s in 10mm, although they are out there. This Ronin is very smooth, and I have shot my share of 10mm handguns, and I will tell you, this thing is very smooth. I even stretched out to 100 yards, and there was a silhouette target. I did use the bench rest, I'll show that, and it was able to tag that target on a cold 0-degree windy day in northern Michigan. But you can see it has forward serrations there, a matte finish on the top strap, beautiful looking two-tone with that laminate wood grips. I just think this handgun is so nice, and it's priced well. Let's go ahead and check out some shooting footage. Here we have self-defense loads, Federal Fusion 200 grain bonded soft points. Woo! Makes those targets bounce around. Let's get the 1911 Ronin 10mm on the scale. I expect it to be heavy, 2 pounds, 4 7/8 ounces. We'll put the magazine in there. And then here are 8 rounds. 8 rounds of 10mm, okay? Similar in size to the 40 Smith & Wesson. And that's weighing in at, if those will stay there, 2 pounds, 12 1/8 ounce. 44 ounces even, okay? So that eighth was bouncing around there. But if you're looking for a 10mm, which has gained popularity, by the way, the last 6 or 7 years, a lot of firearm manufacturers are making their version of 10mm. Springfield has a couple of them. They have an XDM compact in 10mm, and they have this Ronin, 1911 Ronin, and this thing is a charm. And if you, let's say, are recoil sensitive, but you still love 10mm, this would be a great choice because the recoil is not that great. Now, these are federal loads. All right, they're not the most powerful 10mm that you're going to find out there in the market, but, and many people call them a scaled down 10mm, but shooting those, which does still kick you back a little bit in your average handgun, not so much with the 1911 Ronin. So I really dig it. I think it's great. I think it's a phenomenal looking and shooting 1911. It's made by Springfield Armory. They do such a nice job with their handguns as a whole, and their 1911s are super special. Chambered in 10mm makes that a little more special as well. And I just dig this handgun, and I really enjoy owning it. Once again, Dan here with Fin Feather Fur Outfitters. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.